我一开始我入行我是演坏人，女主角你要去侵犯她什么，你不小心你会得罪她还是什么？我跟你说，人帅真好，人丑就性骚扰。我跟你说
The whole set， 有人等了1年，有人等了6年，然后有人等了27年，so that was really shocking。
我应该是大家所谓的实力派，所以没有想到原来我是偶像派。
Hi everyone, welcome to DNA, a show where I chat with celebrity parents and their kids to talk about family, growing up, and what fame looks like behind the cameras. I'm Rebecca Lim, and today we have with us a very well-respected and versatile actor with incredible range, Brendan Huang Zhongyao, Zhongyao 大哥, and his eldest son, Yu Jie. Welcome to the show.
Hello， 慧玲你好。
It's my first time meeting you, so welcome. Nice to meet you. I believe this is the first time that many of us are meeting you, so perhaps can you tell us more about yourself?
Okay. Hi, I'm Yu Jie. I'm the eldest son of my father, Brendan Wong. I'm currently 17 years old and studying in JC.
And when I was doing my research on the both of you, there was some information that I found out about 囧耀大哥, which I found was very interesting. 我其实有读到一个报道说你6岁就已经开始工作了，可以跟我们聊一聊这个整个过程吗？
我爸开的是一个书报杂志社，应该这样说吧。那就是我们当地有是小地方嘛，然后当地就会有很多人订报纸。那我从幼稚园开始，真的是 kindergarten 哦，就是要先派报纸，就是把报纸分到每一家，就是在街上的，就一路分完了之后，才回来换衣服上小学，不是像现在的孩子是父母带着去。到幼稚园门口，然后男生难舍难分啊，拜，不是的，我们从小就是要自己这样独立，然后还要帮家里，因为那个时候生活环境条件没有这么好呀，所以从小就要
很难想象哦，6岁就已经开始做工了。
可是当时的环境就是让我就是要很小就要思想要很早熟，然后很独立咯。因为当时我爸爸是要从这个俱乐部这个小镇。然后开车他那个老爷车去到30多公里以外的芙蓉是一个城市的，去载到报纸，然后这样一路再派从甘蹦的路派到来俱乐部。而我是那个早上4点多就跟我爸爸一起，因为你看报纸哦，其实有很多份的，除了主刊还有副刊。对，他来的时候是分开的，所以你要在那边把它叠在一起，才是一份完整的报纸。然后就是从小就是要做这个事情，所以我觉得说吃苦对我来说就好像吃饭一样啊，
就理所当然。
对，所以我是觉得说，改天我的孩子，我当爸爸了之后，我是希望能够把最好的给他们。
How many times have you heard about your dad's growing up story?
I've heard like the surface of it, but this is the first time I'm hearing like in depth. Yeah.
Your first time?
Yeah, so I also found it quite surprising.
你从来没有跟他分享过你的成长过程吗？
没有讲到这么 detail 啦，就只是因为我是觉得说他们在这么舒适的环境下，你去跟他讲说当年有多苦，他可能只是觉得说你是在夸张，或者是要我们乖一点，要我们吃得了苦，所以我很高兴今天，你问我这个东西，至少我有机会在分享的时候，他可以听到。不然的话，如果我在家里跟他讲，他会觉得爹地，你在讲那个
又来
我不能了解，那个不是我的年代，所以我们会担心这样。
对，
我很开心，至少有这个机会分享。
因为我读的时候，我觉得很惊讶。I'm just very surprised that because now we only see the 光鲜亮丽的。
也没有很光鲜。
就是大家都很尊重的一位演员，但是很少人知道，其实你的成长过程其实不容易。
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. I heard that when he was younger, he also like started work, but I didn't know he started at 6 years old. Yeah, so I'm also quite surprised.
So obviously you don't read any articles about your dad then.
Yeah.
他们怎么知道哪里有新？因为我也不会说有我的新闻，然后读，我也不会这样。
你不会这样啊？我以后我可能会这样哦。你看你妈妈以前有多美。
That's a good one.
Yeah, I recall there was a story that your dad shared. Like you watched him on TV falling down, and you were upset. Do you recall?
Yeah,
crying or something?
I heard my father talking about it a lot, but personally I don't remember it.
Yeah, because 那时候他好像3、4岁而已。
对。
那场戏是因为我是训导主任，然后被坏学生捉弄我，然后我就踩到那个滑的那个楼梯，然后就这样 跌倒的时候，就是那个脊椎骨就撞到那个楼梯的边缘，然后就这样滚下楼梯。当时他就坐在旁边，我们完全没有想到任何这样的情况会发生的。他突然就抱着爹地，然后他就在那边哭，我不要爹地受伤。但我们才会想到说，哎呦，对这么小年纪的孩子来说，他看的东西他以为是真的。所以就赶快跟他讲说这个是在演戏，当时爹地，就有镜头有借位，然后后面有放 padding 这些东西，跟他解释。可是 after that， 他就从今以后，只要有人开电视的话，他会问有没有爹地的秀，不是因为他要看哦，有爹地的秀他不要看，他就躲进房间，因为他怕，
可能心痛啦，不是怕。
对。可能怕，可能心痛，所以当时我觉得哇，so sweet，孩子会疼爸爸，怕他爸爸受伤什么的。
对，就因为这件事情，你成为父亲之后，你会不会对于选角色会比较谨慎点？
我很想，可是我没有这样的能力或者没有这样的条件去选，这个是真的，这个是真的，因为我的孩子已经在小学了。我记得当时我演的是一个恋童癖所以呀。我会担心说，不晓得播的时候对孩子的影响是什么。因为如果孩子的同学朋友看了这部戏，会不会在学校取笑我的孩子？你爸爸是恋童癖。然后对，又或者是他的父母跟我一样去接孩子的时候，他们会看我的是一样的眼光。这个他跟孩子这么好，或者是我跟我孩子的同学打招呼还是什么，人家会不会以为我要有什么目的？你明白我意思吗？那部戏刚拍完，我们在记者会再讲到这个事情。当时有人访问我这个事情，我还讲了，我希望我接下来角色不会有这样的。可是没想到，过几天我就收到 email， 我接下来角色另外一个也是
一样，因为你演得太好了。
不是，所以有时候我们很身不由己在江湖。
Do you ever experience anything like that in school where your classmates, discuss about your dad's roles and all that, or
有没有对我
negatively?
No lah. There was nothing negative lah actually.
So all the way, it's been quite positive.
Yeah. In fact, they were all like quite surprised, quite amazed that my dad is actually a famous actor. So no gossip, no nothing.
No, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing. So far, it's been very, very positive then. Has your dad ever shared with you his ups and downs in the industry? Like
你看
challenges?
从来没有。
从来没有. Yeah, because I'm sure that you don't really see all these challenges and hardships that your dad went through for his work.
Yeah.
Something unforgettable for me would be when 荣耀大哥2022年拿到他第一座10大。
所以我们说，各行各业都不要放弃，不管环境再艰难。你看，有人等了1年，有人等了6年，有人等到60几岁，有人等了27年。黄炯耀，
恭喜你，炯耀！恭喜，太感动了！
第一次入围10大，第一次得奖。
恭喜你！
好，不敢说自己是什么骏马良驹，可是一步一脚印，27年走来，证明了炯耀是耐操耐劳的千里马。
Were all of you at home watching?
Yeah, of course.
Do you watch every year 红星大奖?
Yes.
Will you hope for your dad to be on stage, or
Yeah.
you just watch it as a show?
No, we just cheer for him at home now. When they review one by one. I remember got some year it's like the very last one. Please, daddy. Please. Like that. Yeah. Then if it's not, then we a bit sad lah.
Do you recall how your family felt seeing your dad go on stage for the first time?
First time. Yeah, we were all crying at home. Very, very touched. Yeah. His speech was also very emotional. So I remember the host said, 有人等了1年，有人等了6年，然后有人等了27年。So that was really shocking. We cried also lah. But we celebrate for him because it's the first ever time after 27 years. We just took that long just to get his first trophy. So it was really, it's really a significant moment.
And was that the first time you've seen your dad so emotional?
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah, first
You've
time.
never seen your dad cry before?
No, actually, I don't remember seeing him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So for the first time seeing him break into tears and really, all of us also were crying at home now. Yeah.
So your mom and your brothers, everyone was...
Yeah, my mom was crying while holding the camera, just filming the TV. Then.
对，因为讲到你说那个当时这么 emotion 是我刚才说的，就是因为我这些压力，我面对的什么，我们从来没有跟他们讲，所以当时真的是感觉自己是孤军作战在这个行业，然后一直到上台那一刻，真的是又看到所有同事当时在现场 几乎都全部站起来
对，
替我开心。所以当时那份感动呢，我真的演不出来的。
而且如果我没有记错的话，你的名字是最后一个被叫的。
One of the last.
Right.
对，好像是已经很后面的。
Yeah.
所以我当时自己也没有想到，然后当时又第一次入围，然后就以为说也不敢想太多，觉得说能够入围就已经是一种肯定，而且我也以为说我应该是大家所谓的实力派，这个10大跟我应该是不会有任何关系的，所以没有想到原来我是偶像派，开玩笑。
Did you vote for your dad?
Yeah.
Did you ask your friends to vote? Or something?
Yes.
Yeah, in school, is it?
Yeah,
Like-
I send into like the WhatsApp groups, ask them all to vote.
Yeah.
Hey, you all better vote this year.
Okay, you threaten your friends.
因为我记得那年我替你感到很兴奋，我也是有为你投票。
哇
然后我们
谢谢
在社交媒体也是一直在 share， everybody vote for 钟耀大哥 ，you know, because
Thank you, thank
the
you.
entire industry was so happy for him, you know, like finally he has kind of a recognition that he so deserves, but it came a bit late, but you know, better late than never, you know. 那钟耀大哥，你会不会觉得，因为在这一行的时间不稳定啊，还是时间很长，你有没有担心过会错过孩子们的成长？
绝对会担心。很多时候，尤其是男人，都是外头在跑，在交际应酬。那很多时候，孩子长大了，孩子怎么样，错过了他们成长的过程。我不想错过这个他们成长的过程，我想陪在他们身边。所以，也就是为什么我有孩子之后，我从来没有自己的 social life 了。我就是好像是除了工作，我就是家里，就是照顾他们，就是讲难听一点，把屎把尿什么的，我都 OK 的。很累，很累，很辛苦。
所以他们小时候换尿片都是你
对啊，我
，Matthew。
坦白说，sorry Matthew，对，但我老婆也有啦，就是说，只是说我是那个我不怕，我是先去做的，坦白说。
如果我是你老婆，我真的很开心耶。
那为什么不早一点相遇？我们开玩笑。
Because I've worked with Jong Yao Da Ge on many occasions, and sometimes when we have call times at 7 a.m., he would be like, "Oh, I just came from dropping my sons off at school," and during lunchtime he'll be like, "Oh, I'm going home to prepare lunch for my kids." And then I'm like, "Why are you like 24孝爸爸? You know, and such a hands-on father, which is so rare to see these days." Are you proud that you have such a hands-on
Yeah, of
father?
course. It makes my life a lot easier.
That's the main point.
That is true, right?
Without having to worry about like what I'm supposed to eat for lunch. You know, I remember in primary school, I'll come home, then there's already lunch on the table.
Wow.
Yeah. Even as you said, when he has work, he will still make time to tapao lunch for us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm very grateful.
Have you ever told him that you are very grateful for?
Not explicitly.
And at what age do you realize that your dad isn't working as a regular, working parent?
You know, my mom, she has more regular working hours,
Yes.
like 9 to 5. Though his work hours are a bit more irregular.
Yes.
So sometimes he can be home for quite long hours.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
You know to work. Ah?
why mommy go work, then daddy stay at home. Then, or sometimes when he has to go overseas to
Yeah.
film, then he won't be home at all. So
And how is it like when he's not at home for a long period of time?
yeah, it's just that then me and my brothers have to go and do the household chores ourselves.
then I should have go overseas more.
Have you ever been curious about your dad's job or the media industry?
Yeah, I found it quite fascinating that he gets to act as so many different roles. Like sometimes he gets to act as a police, and then
Yeah.
on the other extreme, he gets to act as a gangster. So I think that's quite interesting.
So you do watch your dad's TV shows?
Yes. When we were younger, we used to watch a lot also. But as I'm older, like now, sometimes I still watch lah. But I also like to watch my own shows on Netflix. Yeah.
Different generation got different preference 啦。
Yeah.
Remember there was a 球在你脚下的 one,
哦，
yeah.
对，球在你脚下，
Yeah.
那个是踢球的。
Yeah, I really like that show. And he was the goalkeeper. And then
Yeah.
I remember there was this one scene where they shoot 3 balls at once and he managed to save all 3. Yeah, I found it
Like,
very...
yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah, exactly. So I found it very cool that he was able to do all this. And then I enjoyed watching it with my brothers also.
So this is your first time in front of the cameras, right?
Yes.
After this experience, do you have any interest in this industry at all?
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting. Like, you know, I'm in front of the camera right now. Still a bit nervous, lah. Yeah.
But I think you did great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you really did great.
But I think in future, I would like to try, having this opportunity again. Yeah.
Wow.
I found it quite interesting. There's so many things going on in the background that the audience is not seeing.
Right.
So many lights and camera, all this. Yeah.
Makeup.
Yeah.
You know?
我很 surprise 哎，因为之前叫他来的时候，他是讲说他希望这个是最后一次上电视，他不想了。
Ah, so what made you change your mind?
Overall, everyone was very nice. It was a really fun experience, and it's quite relaxing.
But let me tell you, not every time will be so comfortable.
Yeah.
因为你现在看到的是最好的，然后是舒服的。当然，每一个行业都有它好跟不好的地方。然后恶劣的环境下，要很快要怎么样一大堆的那些也要面对。
晒太阳啊，
对对。
那身为3个儿子的爸爸，你们有没有讨论过女生这个话题？
哎，还真的没有了。为什么呢？因为他是最大的嘛。
对。
也还没有到那个所谓谈恋爱的。
17岁了哎，差不多了。
因为当时他是在男校嘛，我还没有担心到这一个。现在你这样讲，我想，哎，对，应该要开始跟他谈。
对哦。Because now your class has girls, right?
啊，现在JC是啦。可是之前的是男校嘛，那时候还是小学了，我觉得。有跟他们讲说，就是你不可以让他去碰女生，就是我们男人哇，可能body这些。可是如果女生你这样，你不晓得人家或者是他的父母会觉得是什么的，所以这个倒有说男女有别，可是还没有到说。 所谓男生女生交往、男女朋友，甚至性行为这些，还没有提到过啦。
And do you think you will consult your dad if you ever have any interest in a classmate or?
Honestly, maybe not.
Why not?
I think I'll just try it out myself first. And if I really encounter any problems, then obviously I'll ask him. Yeah. But I think most of these things are like more private. Yeah.
And I must say also, your dad is someone that really respects females. You know, he's someone that, you know, 跟我们女艺人啊，没有什么肢体上的互动啊，又或者是怎样的。He's very respectful. Yeah, so whatever that he teaches you in the future, he walks his talk. So I just tell you first. And now,
讲到这个是因为什么？因为我一开始我入行我是演坏人的，然后坏人有强奸犯啊，有什么，然后有这些。 我还记得，因为当时自己只不过是小小的配角，然后女主角你要去侵犯她什么，你不小心你会得罪她还是什么？我坦白说，我不要讲谁，我也经历过，这也就是所谓我经历过的。我不晓得用嫌弃还是什么这个字眼适合吗？可是当时的确我有感受到这样的。比如说我讲难听一点，如果今天是明顺来做这个事情的话，对方可能是无所谓。可能今天是囧耀来的话，他会觉得没有必要做这个啦，没有必要，明白我意思吗？所以我会很小心，会问清楚，然后我会讲清楚说，我要强暴他，我可能最多是 kiss 这边，所以会讲清楚。
就不会有误会了。
对。 因为我们要更小心，我觉得男生会更大的压力。我跟你说，人帅真好，人丑就性骚扰。我跟你说。
Do you watch your dad on Last Madam?
No.
No.
对你讲到这个，我没有给他们看。
Yeah, he said
我不给他
don't
们
want
看。
don't watch.
为什么你会提到这个？对，是。
哦，所以你就会选择性的给他们看你的。
不是，因为 Last Madam 那个时候我记得是头哥第一个R18的，那他们还没有到18呢。啊，所以百赖是不可以看的啦。那个
明年你就可以看了吗？
对，因为毕竟那个是他们，我怕他们思想还没有成熟，
对，
然后会看到这个，而且那个不只是所谓肢体上有亲密的接触，而且是有挺变态的动作，就是因为我是一个有点心理变态的一个老大啦，然后就是我怕这个真的会对他们来说是 they cannot take it， I think， 我会怕这样的。对，当时我有跟他们说我有拍这样戏。他们也知道，因为毕竟那个是我有入围亚洲电视大奖嘛，对不对？他们不可能不知道的，因为有新闻有什么，所以我就告诉他们说，这个是大概是属于怎么样的，可是你们不适合看，所以我就没有让他们看那个啦。当然如你所说，他18岁了，他想要看，我觉得思想够成熟了，他可以看，而且他也知道爹地，现在他也知道爹地是在演绎那个角色，
对，
而且当时是跟微秀是有好好沟通过，才能够做这些，而且防范措施是做得很足的，
对，
是对别人来说可能很震撼，因为没有看过囧耀是可以跟一个女演员亲热到这个程度，所以如果没有互相的那种信任的话，是很难在这么短时间把那一场要带出的东西又带出来，然后同时又不会 有误会的。
我觉得重点是因为大家都很了解你的为人，你是好男人
呀，
呀，所以
经理
没有人会误会啊，我觉得。
是，谢谢。呀，
So are you curious already?
Yeah, I think now I want to watch.
你老婆对于你演这些戏有什么看法吗？
我有跟他讲啊，
OK，
因为
OK
他也知道，可是我老婆也没有看。对，那部戏他也没有看。
呀。
我有坦白告诉他，我有演这样的角色，可是却没有很详细的讲里面的内容。呀，
因为如果我是你老婆的话，我也不会担心太多，因为我知道你除了工作就是这样，你的 reputation 就是这样的。我觉得儿子总会把父亲当作是人生的第一个榜样。那囧耀大哥，你希望在你孩子们的眼中，你会是一个怎样的父亲？
我希望啊，我是一个能够跟他们好像朋友这样玩在一起的爸爸。可是现实中，因为我是那个在家里是扮黑脸的那个，当你有这个形象的时候，你又很难真的跟他们可以玩得开。我只要能够做到，在他们心目中我是一个有担当、尽责任，就是有责任感的一个爸爸或者一个男人，三观正确，我觉得这个是我想要给他们的啦。是。
Yeah, I think he's a very reliable, very responsible father. So I hope to also, maybe next time if I become a father, I also need to be as responsible to take care of my children. Yeah.
听了会不会蛮欣慰？
是我没有想到他会这样，我还以为他会觉得说，哎呦，我是不是管太多了？
Maybe you would like to take this opportunity to thank your father. You know, your dad has been in this industry for 27 years, and then he finally get that recognition. You don't want to wait till you're 27 years old, another 10 more years before you say something, you know? So is there anything you'd like to say to your dad?
Thank you for taking care of me for 17 years already.
哎呀，所以我觉得我们是东方社会啊，很奇怪，因为
他还有话要说的。
还有没？
有没有啦？
应该。
他说哈。
I think very responsible and very reliable as a father.
还有呢？
I think that's all. Okay. Thank you so much.
所以这个就是我所谓的，就是我们东方社会的教育跟西方社会的教育不一样的。因为如果是从小是受西方教育影响的话，可能这个时候就是可以很 open 的，就是 I love you dad 什么什么这些，
很自然的。
对，可是我们就会很尴尬，因为你要我说，哎 I love you， 他小的时候我还做得到，现在这样多人面前，哎，一姐 daddy love you 也会有一点尴尬。So 我已经是尽量是 open mind 的一点，可以就是不要这么拘谨，像东方人一样。我尽量了已经。因为我最小那个到现在，因为他跟我一起睡的嘛，每天晚上他还会跟我讲说 Good night, daddy, I love you。我也跟他讲 Good night, 宝贝 ，I love you。可是那个时候还小，可是当他们这么大的时候，就不一样了嘞。
就不小嘞，12岁哎，已经蛮大了。
可能因为我小儿子没有他这么高大，他比较小只，所以我一直会觉得说
永远是 baby。
对，一直觉得他还小，所以他还好，就是我还可以跟他这样讲。可是跟他们就因为他们已经是跟我一样大了，老大老二已经跟我一样高了，所以我觉得
比你高了。
是，所以我就觉得就会有一点尴尬。可是我觉得我不应该这样的，所以你看我自己都做不到，所以你叫他讲，他可能就会
So you've never said, like I love you to your dad in
I
recent
mean,
years?
of course, when I was younger, we also say good night, daddy, I love you like that. But nowadays, not really.
So why did you stop?
I mean, as a teenager now, it feels a bit awkward to say lah. Yeah.
所以很奇怪哦，为什么西方人就不会 awkward 的，他们就可以直接讲？
那吧，我觉得这个是一个过程来的。好像我16、17岁的时候，我也不会跟我的家长说I love you or I appreciate you, But as you get older, you feel like you wish you said more, so that they know. Yeah. So after this whole entire conversation and hearing things about your dad for the first time even, what is it about him that you admire the most and you hope to emulate in the future?
I would say I hope to be as responsible as him as a father, able to take care of your children so well. Yeah. So I hope in future I can be like him.
会不会很感动啊？听到你的儿子这么说。
我就 conclusion 就是我应该少一点在家，所以他就会去有那个担当做家里的一家之主这样。
This show is called DNA, and DNA represents many different things to many people. So, to the both of you, what do you think DNA represents?
我觉得 DNA 对我来说就是我们身体有着同样的细胞，流着同样的血，所谓血浓于水。哪怕是他做错什么事情，或者我多生气他，还是怎么样，没有隔夜的。然后我尽量希望说，好的 DNA 继续延续下去，不好的就在我传给他的途中就掉没有了。
断。
对。
Yeah, I think similarly, I also want to take after all his good traits as well. You know, as a father, he'll always be like the man that I look up to. Yeah, so all the good traits that he has, I also wish that I can also have these traits. So like in the future, I can pass them on to my child also. Like all this, he'll always be the man that
Yeah.
sets an example for me.
这是我们皇家的基因。
Yeah, okay.
I think this is also a very indirect way of saying thank you, I love you, and I appreciate you, right? So thank you so much for coming on this show, and thank you for sharing. I think after this sharing, I not only admire Jung Yao Dager more, as an actor, but also as a parent. So much to learn from, and thank you for spending time with us. If you like this episode, do remember to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to leave some comments down below.
And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye。